Another three is up and good for Allendale. So in their first possession, aided by some offensive rebounding, they extend their lead 22-14 with 7 minutes left in the third. Coach, the Spartans are going with the same five at the start of the game. What are your thoughts for the Spartans starting the second half?
Well, I see they're kind of running that 1-4 high offensively, trying to get maybe a look on the three-point line for their perimeter players. Again, Coach talked about it a couple times. I really think we need to get some touches inside, whether it's Bella, who's kind of playing that 4 spot right now, or to Britt.
Paige has a look from three. It's up. It's off the mark. A battle for the rebound. Great hustle both ways. Kenzie and Britt were both on the floor. It's a jump ball, and it will be Spartan ball underneath. So Ashley Cowdrey will inbound the ball. Paige Longcore comes in. They're playing Busen and Longcore together. They must see something they like there. Paige Wilson with the basketball over to Ashley Cowdrey, surveying the scene, getting our reset in our offense. Paige has another look from three. It's up, and that one's off the mark.
Looks like Coach McCallum wants him. He calls it double low. We'll start both his post players on the block. Ball will go to a wing, and the opposite block will flash to that high post, overloading that one side of the zone, trying to get a look inside or freeze up the perimeter shooter, especially in the weak side.
Spartans in man-to-man defense. Falcons deliberate in their attack. Shot up from about 13 feet off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds off of Allendale. Sparta Spartans basketball. Brett into Armach. Armach on the dribble versus that pressure. Attracts three. It's Steel Falcons. Good ball movement. They got an open look from three. It's off the mark. Rebound Britton Busen. Called a jump ball. It's going over to the Falcons. I think Ashley kind of took it from Britton. I'm not sure what they're able to do here, but it should be Sparta Spartan basketball. And they had a conversation and made the correction. I think. More conversation by the officials. Must not have been a correctable whistle, so the jump ball stands, and it will be out of bounds Allendale, but they should switch the possession arrow. Inside, up off the glass, and a basket for Allendale. Spartans attack that pressure this time rather easily. Armach on the attack, over to Ashley. Coach was hoping for a little stronger pass there from Kenzie.
Just makes me a little nervous. A little body English helped get it over there.
Always helping. Coach Jonathan helping his current and former players. Ashley on the attack. Over to Armach. Armach to Paige. Paige has another look from three, and that one's off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds to the Spartans.
Good fight by Britt Busen there, battling inside. She didn't get the rebound, but fought hard enough to get them to tip the ball out.
Bella Vallone back in for the Spartans. Ashley Cowdrey will be inbounding the ball. I cannot stop looking at that possession arrow, which I think needs to be switched and hasn't been since that tie-up. But maybe part of their conversation, it was a different call.
Right, and I think I saw Coach McCallum just talking to the official, and it looked like the official was telling him that it was not a jump ball.
That shot off the rim, offensive rebound by Paige Wilson. She draws the foul. She'll be going to the line for two.
The one thing that high and low post, kind of that high-low, did that time is that opens up that weak side because it forces them to bring a couple kids over. Paige Wilson did a nice job of offensive rebounding on that weak side opportunity to get to the line.
First one is up and good for Paige, but I'm glad to see that. She's missed a few from three, and sometimes a shooter, if you can get to the line, and make a free throw or two. It'll get you going again from deep. Second one's up and good for Paige.
You start feeling that stroke a little bit again. Feels that.
That's right. Boo Driscoll in. Paige Wilson gets a rest. Falcons on the offensive attack. Spartans in that man-to-man defense. Well, it's an 8-point lead for Allendale with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third. They're up 24-16. Got a foul on the Spartans. Second foul on Bella Vallone. First team foul of the half. Falcons will inbound the ball. Allendale comes away with the loose ball. Allendale getting set. They have a look from three. It's up. It's off the mark. Rebound, Falcons back again, up again, off the mark. Battle for the rebound. There'll be offensive over the back on the Falcons. Ball out, Spartans. Good box out by the Spartans that time. Into Armach. Falcons stay in that 2-2-1 pressure, three-quarter court. Floated that pass, but we got it. Kenzie on the attack on the dribble.
It's always easier from up here, Coach, but it just looks like if we could just move the ball up the floor a little bit quicker instead on the dribble, on the pass, we'd have more opportunity to score.
Offensive rebound for the Spartans. They will reset. Ashley Cowdrey on top. Allendale sitting in that 2-3 zone, and the Spartans are attacking it with that 1-4 look again. Driscoll with it, reverses the ball to Bella Vallone. Looks like Cowdrey's running baseline for it. It's Armach with it on the wing. Britton trying to get posted up down low. And it looks like the Spartans want to take a timeout. Coach Douglas is over there in Ashley's ear, just giving her some pointers on how to run the baseline, just the timing I think she's talking about. Sometimes if you're the baseline runner and you're anticipating that your teammates are going to reverse the basketball and they don't,
right.
You find yourself in a pickle.
Right. And I think the other thing, the kids on the wings, if you're having that baseline runner, is they at least have to give a look down to the baseline. If they're just playing catch the three girls on top, you're kind of wasting the energy of that girl down low.
So it's a timeout by the Spartans, probably talking about how to more effectively attack that zone. It looks like they're committed more this half to starting that 1-4. And so we'll see if the Spartans come out here. They're down 8, 24-16, with 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third. 2 points this quarter thus far, both at the line for Paige Wilson. Since a pretty hot start, we had 10 points in the first 2 minutes of the game, and it's just we just cannot get anything to fall for us right now, Coach. Pressure has something to do with that. That zone is something that, there's pressure when you're out on someone, but there's also pressure by position, and that's kind of what their half court does. They do a nice job of making it look like there's not a lot of room to attack, and hopefully the Spartans can figure it out here at the end of the third. Ashley Cowdrey with it. They are starting that 1-4. Ashley goes down to the baseline. Here she comes in the corner. Bella gets it to her. She puts it on the deck, draws the foul. I like the look. She drove. She saw Britt there for a second. It'll be Spartan ball underneath the basket.
I saw the official blow that whistle, and I thought she might call Ashley kind of for the hook right there. It's one of my favorite moves, but I don't know if that's it's not necessarily a legal move all the time.
Boo Driscoll with the ball. Over to Armach. Armach back, or over to Bella Vallone. Armach on the dribble. She kicks it back to Cowdrey for a three. It's off the mark. By offensive rebound by Kenzie. Kenzie draws the foul. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Falcons. It'll be Spartan ball out of bounds.
When Kenzie can be active like that, when she can, gets that extra rebound or that loose ball, good things happen. Hopefully we can keep that energy up.
Cowdrey inbounds the ball to Armach. Armach looking for an opportunity to attack that zone off the dribble over to Cowdrey. Cowdrey's kind of resetting. Kenzie with the dribble. Drew some contact, no call. Some more contact there on Bella. Doing some dribble drives, looking for a backdoor cut. Turnover. Allendale basketball, and the Falcons are on the attack. Spartans are trying to get set. There's some good communication to get everyone set and on their person. They're looking inside. Pretty good look, but off the mark for the Falcons. Loose ball. Falcons pick it up. They'll have another opportunity. Hannah Schroeder with the ball. Kenzie Armach on her. She drives. It's up. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Boo Driscoll comes up with it. Armach did a great job boxing out there.
She really did, and she ended up getting switched off onto a post, but was able to keep her body on that bigger girl and was able to secure the rebound.
Well, a highlight for the Spartans for sure has been their defense on Hannah Schroeder. She only has 3, so they've got to be feeling good about that. Offensively now, Spartans have the ball, attacking that zone. Armach to Cowdrey to Armach. Armach's got to look from 3. It's up, and it's good. It felt like a long time since we've had a field goal. That's great to see that shot fall for the Spartans. Cuts the lead to 5. Just under a minute to go. Falcons on the attack. Spartans in man-to-man defense.
Bella, Ashley, and Kenzie have been doing a great job on Hannah Schroeder, making sure that she's not getting anything easy.
Had another look into the post, threw that one away. Spartan basketball. So, Coach, it looks like, and last time Allendale missed a pretty good look after getting a post feed. That time they couldn't get it to her. Looks like we're fronting the post down low. Is there a time, like a distance, where if you're fronting, you want to get back behind them? Because you don't want to be in front 15 feet away from the basket, for example.
Exactly. And I think
timeout Spartans. Kenzie had the basketball, got double teamed, and the Spartan sideline called the timeout. So maybe I'll try to clarify my question a little bit. Like a post player on the block, or getting in front of them makes a lot of sense to me. But if they're able to ride you out, every foot you go out, it'll be easier to get one of those lob passes. So what is the thinking there?
I think and I'm coaching 8th graders right now, so I tell them anything that's between the block and the first hash mark, we want to front that.
Right.
So once they get above that first hash mark and get up a little higher, then we're gonna 3-quarter them. But I love, especially if we're undersized on the block to front, because 2 things have to happen. The post kid has to be strong enough to hold that seal and catch it, and secondly, you have to have a guard that's skilled enough on that perimeter to make a fake to get that lob pass in there.
So the Spartans will inbound the ball. Kenzie Armach throws it into Ashley Cowdrey. And the Spartans are on the attack. 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Down 5 with the ball.
Here, Coach calling State, which we know is going to be his flex.
Our flex look, yep. Bella was open there for a second. Paige has a look from 3. And it's good to see another 3 fall for Paige Wilson. It's a 2-point game. 1 second left. Falcons, will they get a shot off? They don't. And so with 5 points at the end of the quarter there, Coach, or actually 6, we cut into that 8-point lead. We're down only 2, and more importantly, we've got some positive momentum on offense going into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was great. I was just watching that last little sequence there. Kenzie Armach guarded Hannah Schroeder out of bounds. Hannah was trying to take it out, and Kenzie's defending her out there. She must have listened to the scouting report today, Coach. That's
right. And again, that for sure is a highlight of the first 3 quarters, just the defensive job the Spartans have done on Hannah. And I'm glad to see, that we're starting to get some looks on offense, and more importantly, those looks are starting to fall for our girls. So what's the last 8 minutes? I mean, what do we need to do to pull off this OK Blue victory against the Falcons?
Well, I really think it's going to be all about offense. First game we scored 43 points against them. After 3 quarters, we only have 22. after our hot start at the beginning, we had 10 in the first couple of minutes.
Yep.
And we've scored 12 in the next 2 3/4 quarters. So
Right.
I think we need to get it going offensively. That's going to be the key to victory.
So the Falcons were inbound the ball. I still believe that we got the short end of the stick on that call and that lack of change, but I need to move past it. The Falcons will attack. Off the dribble, it's Hannah Schroeder. She put her head down and went. She got the foul and the basket. That'll be only the second team foul on the Spartans. And Schroeder will be going to the line for the and one.
So I'm sure that's what the coach drew up at the quarter right there. We got to get Hannah the ball. We got to get her in the offense. They ran a clear out for her. She's able to get to the rim.
Misses the free throw, but gets the offensive rebound. My pet peeve. They got to look from three. It's up, and it's good. So back to a 7-point lead to for the Falcons. They're in that three-quarter court pressure. Spartans on the attack. Kenzie Armock dribbling through it. She finds Bella. Bella back to Kenzie, over to Ashley. Ashley to Kenzie. Back to Ashley, over to Paige. Kenzie has a look from three. It's off the mark. It'll be out of bounds. Falcons.
Still think, Coach, we need to try and get that look inside. That time, Britt running kind of a triangle in there. It's almost like 4 out, 1 in that time, and just not able to get her the ball.
Spartans show some full court pressure. Falcons break it, ends up with a layup. Good look from Hannah DeHaan, who also has a steal. Falcons get it, draw a foul. It's up. It's off the mark. They'll be shooting 2. Well, 59 seconds in, Hannah Schroeder has been the difference on both ends of the court right now, Coach. She's got an and one, missed the free throw, got an offensive rebound, threw it in for an assist, broke the pressure essentially by herself, found a teammate for a layup, got the ensuing steal, threw it to a teammate for 2 more free throw opportunities. She's really had a good minute of basketball. She heard us talking about the first one's up and off the mark. I said it too many times that we were doing a great job on her. Well, and I think, having your best playmakers make plays is a really important part of being successful in this game, the game of basketball, not just this game. Second shot is up and off the mark. Rebound by Boo Driscoll. She gets it to Cowdrey. And the Spartans, down 8 now, are on the attack.
Nothing just seems easy right now, even in these handoffs where we're kind of dropping it a little bit, fumbling a little bit.
Paige has another look from 3. It's up, off the front of the rim, and in. So, go ahead, sorry.
I just say we have a couple kids that can hit those threes. Doesn't take much to get back into a ball game.
Absolutely. Hannah Schroeder on the drive, finds a teammate open for a deep 3, and that one's good. So what was a 6-point game is now back up to a 9. Falcons in that three-quarter court pressure. Good attack this time by the Spartans, and out of bounds. I like they got Bella flashing it at the right time in the middle of that zone, and she did have Britt. We just couldn't make the pass. Falcon ball. Spartans are showing some pressure here. Hands got a look from 3. It's up. That one is way off the mark. Fight for the rebound, Ashley Cowdrey. She's on the attack. She's got Boo with her and Bella. Paige is trailing a little bit. Paige is feeling it. She puts up another 3. It's off the mark. Long rebound for the Falcons. Timeout Falcons. It sounds like Coach McCallum had a defensive change in mind, so this will give him an opportunity to dial in what he wants. He's got Bella Valloni. And so the Falcons called the timeout. You might want to talk about the pressure that the Spartans have been putting on the last couple of times. What do you think Coach McCallum has talked to his ladies about here?
Well, it looked like he was trying to get Bella to pick up our kids full court a little bit more, to put a little extra pressure on them, kind of speed up the game, maybe to make them throw some passes away that they don't want to throw. With 5:30 to go, 5:29 to go, and down 9. Now tempo, it'd be good for us to pick up the tempo a little bit.
So 34-25, Spartans find themselves down 9 points with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. It'll be Falcon basketball. And here we go.
Kenzie got a quick rest there. Hopefully that will give her enough for the rest of the game. She continues to try and check Hannah.
So Allendale is being pretty patient. Spartans in man-to-man. Coach McCallum wanted them to put even more pressure on. Hannah Schroeder with the ball on the attack. It looks like they might be taking the air out of it a little bit here. Now coaches from Allendale's directing them to go. It's a fine line between taking your foot off the gas and, killing the momentum you have. Shots up, off the mark, offensive rebound. That's off the mark. The scramble for the loose ball. It's a jump ball. It'll be Spartan basketball. Britton Busen will inbound for the Spartans. Ashley Cowdrey, Kenzie Armock. First line of offense here for the Spartans. Kenzie on the attack, back to Ashley. Ashley puts it on the ground. Up ahead to Boo Driscoll. Boo finds great look to Paige Wilson, who's got a look from 3, and that one's off the mark.
That's a great find by Boo. Again, I just think Spartans need to be ready to catch and shoot there. Be ready to catch and shoot.
Falcons with the ball. Spartans staying in that man-to-man. Good look inside. So up and in. Again, that pressure is giving us some trouble. It's a jump ball, and it's going to go over to the Falcons.
Allendale's doing a nice job of bringing 2 or 3 girls to that trap, and we continue to try and dribble through it. That's going to be difficult. Personally, Coach, I like to see a reverse pass there. You get 3 kids right on the ball, a reverse, and then 1 more. Seems like that breaks it pretty quick.
Yeah, the Spartans haven't looked comfortable all night, really, in attacking that pressure that Falcons are putting on them. So Falcons on the attack. They got a look from deep. It's up. It's off the mark. Battle for the offensive rebound. It's going to be out of bounds to the Spartans. The Falcons, though, they are really active on the offensive glass right now. They had 3 girls really battling there to get the offensive glass. Spartans ball attacking that zone. There's Bella in the middle. And as you said, it broke it. And we got a great look just off the mark. Well, you can't draw it up much better than that other than the end result.
Bella was like Coach Shonison fundamental on that. Jump stop at the elbow, 2-hand bounce pass.
I love it.
And head wide open.
It didn't need any of your body language to complete that pass. You knew it was going where it needed to go. So the Spartans will inbound it. It's Ashley Cowdrey with the ball, looking for Paige Wilson in the middle, who can't get it to her. Back to Ashley. She's dribbling through it. Gets through that time. Behind the back to Paige. Paige off the rim, but gets the rebound. Up with her opposite hand. No good. Another offensive rebound. Paige Wilson has a look. She hits another 3. So with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game, we cut the lead to 8. I think that's the 5th 3-pointer for Paige Wilson. And, it was a good look for her.
Right, and I like that we got a couple touches inside, especially we got Paige got a couple looks too that I thought were both of them almost down. But just her having somebody who's relentless on the rebounding and on the boards just makes such a big difference in the perimeter.
So the Spartans will be coming out on defense. You got to believe there's going to put some pressure on, and talking about how to slow Hannah down if she gets the ball. I'd try my best to keep it away from her if at all possible.
I'll say that Allendale's done a nice job here in the second half of of the other kids knocking down some shots and knocking down some three-pointers. So it's been a good thing as I've been watching for Allendale, not for our Spartans, but for Allendale, lots of kids moving the ball and scoring.
So the Spartans will come out on the defensive end of things. Paige Wilson, Boo Driscoll, Ashley Cowdrey, Kenzie Armock, and Britton Busen are on the floor for the Spartans. Falcons getting ready to inbound the ball. And the pressure is making them think twice anyway. Now it looks like they've got it broken.
Spartans were in there 100 where they're going to face guard. They're going to just make sure that the girls can't catch the ball.
So a good look by Hannah. She gets a backdoor cut and the ball and then makes a quick decision and the right decision. They get a layup. Ashley draws the foul. It'll be the 5th team foul. It'll be Spartan ball out of bounds. Armock to inbound to Cowdrey. Bella Valloni back in for Boo Driscoll. Allendale remains in that 2-3 zone. Kenzie on the drive. Throws it away. Ashley gets her hand on it.
I see Coach McCallum wanting our kids to rotate a little more. Again, we've talked about it a couple times. Just
attack the pass.
Yep. Instead of standing and waiting, we need to attack it.
Falcons with the ball, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. It's a 10-point game, 10-point lead for the Falcons. Now they're really coming out, taking the air out of it a little bit. Armock doing a good job keeping the ball from Hannah. And Ashley looks like commits the foul on purpose. That'll be the 4th team foul, her 2nd. Falcons will inbound the ball. Well, it looks like they're ready to just, get, and it's not quite 4 high, but they're getting 2 high at least, and then trying to take air off and then get a backdoor cut if they can. Hannah with the basketball. Ashley almost knocked it away there. So I think Coach McCallum's calling for a foul, and he got one there. Paige Longcore into the game for the Spartans. That's the 5th team foul. Falcons will be inbounding the ball on the baseline.
Ashley just looks spent. I know that she hasn't maybe been feeling 100%, and trying to pick up your kid full court is going to make a tough time.
Right. Looks like coach is trying to foul, get them to the line. That'll be the 6th team foul. 1:18 left. Spartans are down 10 points, 38-28. That's Bella's 4th foul. And they'll be going to the line.
Looked like Coach McCallum maybe was looking specifically for someone to foul, or maybe someone not named Hannah, maybe who he was trying to foul.
And I think that is wise, yes. So Allendale will be going to the line for 1-1. First shot is up. It's off the mark. Rebound, Kenzie Armock, and she's on the attack. She's got Paige with her. She draws a foul. She'll be going to the line for 2. Well, it's good to get the clock stopped and the opportunity to cut into that lead. Hopefully Kenzie will knock 2 down, and then you got to think, Coach, that the Spartans are going to be picking up full court, trying to get a steal, a tie-up, or a foul in that order, I would think, as well.
And within a couple of seconds.
Right.
Right. Not wasting a lot of time, trying to defend, to go for that steal. You don't get the steal, try and get the tie-up. That doesn't happen right away. Got to make something happen.
First one off the mark. Second one's good. 9-point lead. Spartans are going to call timeout to talk about it. one thing I noticed, Bella's got 4 fouls, and I just wonder if you think about getting her out for this, because for sure we're going to foul. And,
right.
And maybe that's exactly what's happening here with Boo Driscoll.
And that way you can have her on the ready. We do commit that foul, just put her right back in.
Yes. Well, it's a 9-point lead. It's a minute and 11 seconds left. It's an uphill battle for sure, but, not impossible right now, especially with the 3-point line.
So if we can get, Paige has hit several tonight. Kenzie's hit at least one, I know. Doesn't look like Ashley's going to be back in the game. I've seen Bella hit some, so we've got some kids who can shoot it.
So the Spartans are going with Kenzie Armock, Paige Wilson, Bella Valoni, Britton Busen, and Boo Driscoll. They'll be picking the Falcons up in some semblance of full court defense. You called it 100. Is that what?
We're going to face guard our kids 100% of the floor. So he plays a center fielder, and that's where Bella, the girl, taking the ball out of bounds so we don't get beat deep.
They look for a trap, didn't get it. They've got a quick foul. So the Falcons will be going to the line for a 1-and-1. 2 quick seconds off the clock there. Shot is up, and it's good. Second shot is up and good. 40-29 with just a minute left to play. Spartans on the attack. Paige Wilson with it. Over to Kenzie Armock. Kenzie puts the ball on the floor looking for Boo. Boo does a nice job of getting that basketball. She looks for Paige. Back to Armock. Armock on the dribble. Some contact there. No whistle. Over to Boo. Boo's got a look. It's up. It's off the mark. Rebound, Falcons. Coach is asking for a foul. And a foul he shall receive.
Well, it's tricky here, Coach, where you're down 11 points, 33 seconds. You want your kids to be competitive, but you're not necessarily maybe wanting to foul number 2 at this point.
Hannah's at the line. First one's up and good. Second shot is up, and it's good. So 33 seconds left. 42-29, Falcons. Armock over to Wilson. Wilson's got another look from 3. She hits another one. The 10-point game with 20 seconds left. With 10 seconds left, there's a triple team, and they got a foul. They'll be going to the line.
Spartans did a nice job actually getting her to pick the ball up right there. I know sometimes the officials are anticipating a foul call there too, but if you can get a trap right there, that'd be a good time maybe not to try and reach in, but to pick up a 5-second count or hopefully steal a pass.
So the first one is up and no good. And the second one is up, off the mark, but offensive rebound. Shot blocked. Falcons have it. That's going to do it. So 42-32, a 10-point victory for the visiting Falcons from Allendale. And for the Spartans, it's on to next week, Coach.
Yep, and again, I think the key tonight really was offense. We talked before the game. The first game was 43-42 Spartans. Tonight, we just couldn't get it going offensively. That was the difference in the game.
So, saying goodbye from girls OK Blue action, and we'll be back in just about 20 minutes for the boys varsity contest between our beloved Sparta Spartans and those same Falcons from Allendale.